All right, good afternoon. This is Peter Lambert, aka Coach Big Pete. It's time now for coaching points. Not that much for the deep dish football game of the week two. Bradley Bourbonnais versus O'Fallon this Friday night. It's going to be a hell of a game. I'm really excited about two very promising teams that hopefully make this becomes a really good game. I think the big thing is for O'Fallon's travel. Coach Gaddis, who I consider one of the best hires in IHSA football this year, um, getting that team motivated and ready on set for one game and that travel it's tough. I've talked to coaches for the travel, especially Coach Cornell last year for Quincy Notre Dame, who had to drive all the way up to the Chicagoland area with his team. It was he told his kids basically just sleep and get ready for the upcoming game. They were focused and they won that game. It's travel is tough for a coaching staff to get those kids ready. Next, Bradley Bourbonnais eliminates some of the mistakes from last week. It as the same for O'Fallon, the same thing from last week against Christian Brothers. Some of the mistakes against sloppy football week one. That's no surprise. That's going to happen. It's just a way of life. So we'll see what happens with both teams. For me, especially with the Bradley Bourbonnais as the run offense, especially how much they can get per rush against O'Fallon's defense. For O'Fallon, for on the offensive side, the pass and basically if they can get an average of over 60% completion, that would be a great thing for O'Fallon. I think another key also is going to be that offensive line of O'Fallon against that defensive line of Bradley Bourbonnais. That's going to be a key matchup this Friday night. Very interested to see, especially Bradley Bourbonnais, that defensive line and to contain as well. O'Fallon's got a great mobile quarterback. He doesn't look mobile, but he's very mobile. Definitely, I think to keep an eye out for in O'Fallon football. Also, special teams are going to be huge. Bradley Bourbonnais, they had to return for a touchdown. O'Fallon, they have Ian Wagner. He's one of the best punters, kickers in the state, in the Midwest, in the country. Uh, Nationally recognized. So special teams is going to play very key this week against in Bradley Bourbonnais versus O'Fallon. But overall, I'm really excited about this game. I think it's going to be a good game too. Excited, especially looking at some of the younger O'Fallon players and looking at some of the younger Bradley Bourbonnais players. Again, these are two programs on the rise, and I talk about that. You have Coach Cole, and what Coach Cole has done with that program, I think over 10 years now, and what he has implemented in the strength and conditioning, he has done a wonderful job. Coach Geddes, O'Fallon's always been has been a great football town and team. Again, the worst enemy for O'Fallon is themselves, and there is a lot of potential in that team. And I don't like to use the word potential, but there's a lot of potential, and we'll see what happens this Friday night as O'Fallon takes on um, Bradley Bourbonnais. Almost forgot that. Another one is Jewel Little. Jewel Little. I probably mispronounced his name. He's another huge edge rusher for O'Fallon High School, but we'll see what happens. Keep it here. This was Coach Big Pete's coaching points. Not that much, but again, that travel is going to be a key. Also, the weather. How the weather is going to be. Hopefully, if it's dry enough, that is good for O'Fallon. So we'll see what happens. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Remember, Deep Dish Football Live is 8 p.m. tonight on Wednesday. Nothing on Thursday because of the Bears game tomorrow for the NFL season opener. Also, quick reminder: tips, donations for Deep Dish Football. Scratch that for this month. This is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Please donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It goes to a great cause. I'm going to put the link to St. Jude's donate the donation tab and everything else. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day.